Good evening and welcome to Let's Talk Travel with George and Deanna. Good evening, y'all. I'm George, that's Deanna. We are Lindsay Adventures and we're poolside tonight.
We're gonna get blown away.
It's such a nice night. And now that
It's
we've had the
beautiful.
time change, we can be out by the pool. So we decided to do that before discovering it's really windy,
It's very windy
out by the pool. But we have lots of information we want to get to tonight, including the main topic, how not to piss off your flight attendant.
Don't say that. Don't say
Well,
that.
I mean, we've seen this all over the web, all over social media, people getting kicked off flights. How not to do that, all right? Some things that you need to think about and things you need to know.
How to be polite on an airplane etiquette. I
We'll
guess
get to
airplane
that
etiquette, yeah.
in just a few minutes. But first, tonight on Let's Talk Travel, here are the travel headlines. Dun, 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 dun. Travel headlines.
The biggest travel concerns this week are the wait times getting through the airport. TSA wait times
Yep.
are huge.
Yep.
Travel delays due to weather
Yep.
and rising airline prices. So first of all, let's jump right in.
Wait, that's the triple header right
that's the
there.
triple-
Those are three
That's
things you
bad.
don't want to hear about, but they are on travel
They
news
are bad.
tonight. So
First of all, due to the partial government shutdown, TSA at some airports is not fully staffed. So pre-check may be closed at the airport you want to go to, which has caused a considerable amount of kerfuffle, along with it being spring break.
Yeah.
This has led to some overly long wait times. Hobby was seeing 4
crazy.
hours.
It's been
Yeah.
crazy here in Houston to see some of the video that's coming out of Hobby Airport. And the weird thing is at Bush Airport, they don't have that. So
Yeah.
it's just a staffing thing from airport to airport. I know Charlotte was another one
Yep.
that was hit. So you're going to have to just check ahead,
Check
right?
ahead.
Yeah, check the TSA app.
Get the TSA app. That'll show you the projected wait times of the airport you want to go to, and just be patient. Get there early and just be patient. They're trying to work us through as fast as they can.
Number two on
Number
the
two.
travel news headlines tonight.
It's spring. It's
Yeah.
storm season. There's going to be weather delays. Your flights may be canceled or diverted. Get your app ready for the airline you're traveling on and be ready.
I thought you said get your ass ready. Get your ass ready and get out there and do this, right? No, get your app ready, yeah. And be aware of delays.
Be aware of delays.
It's that time of year, thunderstorms. I mean, honestly, a big line of thunderstorms can throw off the whole air system if it's
Yep.
rolling through places like Chicago or Atlanta
Yep.
or places like that if you have a connecting flight. So, yeah, get your app ready.
Get your
okay?
app ready. And
ready.
pay attention. They will send out notices pretty quickly through that app. So you'll know when you're in the airport, if there's a delay, you need a gate change, a different airplane or whatever.
Yeah.
Pay attention to those things.
Okay, and number three tonight on our travel news here on Let's Talk Travel with George and Deanna. Prices at the
Prices
pump are
at the
going up.
pump. Yeah, gas prices are going up for everybody. And it's not just car gas prices, but airplane fuel
Yeah.
prices are going to go up as well. So I imagine those air ticket prices are going to go up pretty quick. Book now if you can
Yep.
for future summer travel, and just be prepared that you might feel the pinch there as well.
Well, United has already said that they expect you could start seeing higher prices in the next week or so for airline flights. I don't think it'll take them that long.
When do they ever not expect to see the prices
Right,
go up?
exactly right. So
There's never
any
a big
chance?
sale.
Let's see if they come down as quickly as they went up when there is a
Yeah.
drop in the oil prices. We'll see about
We'll
that.
see.
But those three things are really the top of our travel news here tonight on Let's Talk Travel with George and Deanna. All right, let's talk about how not to tick off your stewardess, your flight
or the
attendant.
people next to you on the airplane.
Exactly right. That's our feature tonight and our topic here on Let's Talk Travel. And the number one thing, we wanted to kind of make this positive if we could.
Yes.
The number one thing is be
Organized.
organized.
Be organized.
Just be ready. Yeah.
Just be ready. When you go to get on that plane and you're getting ready to board, have your boarding pass in your hand or on your phone and ready to scan. Nobody likes to wait behind someone who's digging 3 miles deep into their tote or carry-on to
Yep.
pull up something.
Yep.
It's frustrating for everybody. The ticket agent, the gate agent, the people standing behind you in line. It's no fun. Be organized and be ready.
Here's the thing. Some of the stuff that we've talked about on the show before like having one of those seat back organizers. So you have everything in there. You just pull out that one bag and put your carry-on above your head. And you're not standing there waiting, like Deanna said, digging through your bag going, well, I know my headphones are in here somewhere. My chapstick is in here somewhere. So be organized, especially as you get on those boarding instruction things. Don't stand up and block, the boarding lines. If you're boarding group 5, I'm sorry, but don't be standing up blocking lines 1 and 2 just because you feel like you should be. Joe, so follow those boarding instructions. What else with be organized?
Remember, your big bag, your big carry-on goes overhead of the seat you're sitting in, and the small bag goes under the seat in front of you. Don't try and put your bag first thing when you get on the airplane and then walk 10 rows back. You're just going to make the system harder for everybody. I don't think our people do that. I don't think
so either, but you've seen it happen, and that's what we're just saying. These are things to keep from ticking off your flight attendant when you get on there. Things that you can do, like Deanna said, to be more organized. Mine is be ready, okay? Be ready to fly. And that means sometimes getting ready a day or two, getting yourself mentally ready. But when you get on the plane, follow safety instructions. I know we've all heard it 1,000 times, but take your headphones off, pay attention, follow, and be ready to know about the plane that you're on. So those safety instructions are so important. And like I said, I know. We've all done it. We fly a lot. Some of us do, some of us don't. But be ready to fly when the flight attendants do that. Turn your phone off and put it in airplane mode.
Pay attention.
Yeah,
just
pay attention.
That's all.
And then the second thing about that is be ready when they come around for beverage or food service. I can't tell you the number of times that we've flown and they get to us and there's like 3 or 4 people in our line, and there's always somebody that's like,
so what's on there?
I don't know.
What do you got? What are my options? I don't know.
Do you have ginger ale? No, I don't want ginger ale.
Want ginger ale.
Does tomato juice really taste different when you're flying? Don't have time for that, okay? Be ready for meal service. Have your laptop or your top down, your tray down. Have it ready to go. Be ready when they ask you, hey, I'd like an aha, and yes, I'll take the quinoa. Thank you very much. And be ready for that. Those are the things. Be ready is my next one. What's yours?
Be nice. Be nice. Those flight attendants, their main concern is your safety and getting you on and off the plane in a safe fashion. But they also serve you drinks and beverages and food, and you can say please and thank you. Don't ever just assume they're like a waiter. They're not.
That's a really good point, actually. So many people assume, a flight attendant's just like a glorified waiter or whatever. They're actually there, as Deanna said, first and foremost for safety, okay? Yes. And being courteous to them when they're serving you. I know that's part of their job, but part of your job as a flyer is to be courteous to them and don't be a pain in the rump. So
don't throw trash on the floor. That's so no.
Yeah.
Hang on to it. They come around enough with those trash bags that you can hand it to them and throw it away nicely.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to step through your spilled popcorn or your old wrappers. That's gross.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't do that. Stop that.
So again, I know this sounds like common courtesy stuff. It really does. But this spring and summer travel season is going to be so busy with people flying. Just a few things. Share this with somebody that you think needs to hear it, okay? That it's like, hey, George, you could pay attention to a few of these things on here because it is a big deal to keep your space cleaned up a little bit. That's part of the deal of you flying. The other thing that I would say is just remember, again, flight attendants are there for safety first, and then everything else falls under that, y'all. All right, we got a few minor things that we want to just kind of add on here because, again, people email us so much every day. Did you see this video? Did you see them taking this guy off the plane?
Did you see this guy yelling? They drug him off the plane.
I know, right? Yeah. And a lot of times it starts with, simple things that people do. So just a couple of other things if you're flying. I am a person that believes that you do not recline your seat unless you ask the person behind you or you check the person behind you. Because, again, it's coming right down in their lap. I know it's your seat, But again, if we're flying economy, and I'm a big guy, right? And you let your seat back, then I am looking at the top of your head. So just a quick, hey, I'm going to let my seat back. Is that okay? Is is that going to be all right with you? Well, I'm working on a thing right now on my computer or whatever. Yeah. No problem. Absolutely. Sure. Again, just be nice. So check before you recline.
My big thing is don't spread out. We all have to sit next to each other, sometimes this close. Share that armrest. Don't bump my elbow off your armrest. And keep your feet under your seat and in front of you. Don't spread out so far.
Man spreading. Yeah, it happens.
That's my space. Don't do that. Yeah. Make sure you don't have too many carry-on bags. Again, this is just common sense. We're sharing this space. Everybody's got to get on here. Everybody's got to carry on.
Yep.
You bring 4 bags and a shopping bag and 6 coats. It's going to take up space that's not yours.
Yeah, exactly right. And just keep that in mind. Yeah. I mean, it really is a big, big thing. One of the last things that we'll talk about when it comes to flying is this is kind of our primer, if you will, on getting ready for the flying season this spring and summer, is be aware of the people around you. You just saw, we just had an article, by the way, thanks to everybody for the feedback on the article we wrote about United requiring you to wear headphones now, which seems like such a logical thing. Who would get on a big giant tube where we're all stuck for a few hours and play their music or their show or their whatever over a speaker? I mean, come on, y'all. Put in headphones, wear your headphones. It's a requirement on United, and I guarantee you other airlines are going to tell you the same thing, because it is just common courtesy, but you see it violated so very much. So just keep that in mind. It's standing in the aisle is another thing.
Oh, don't rush. Don't.
We're not going to solve it. Nope. I mean, honestly, the Middle East conflict will be settled before we ever come to an agreement on whether you should stand immediately on landing or not. But there are going to be people that do it. All I'll say is just be aware. A couple of things. Your backpack, if you put your backpack on and then you're turning around in the aisle, you're slapping me in the head with it. So be aware. Set it in front of you until you carry it until you walk off. Don't put your backpack on. And I know you're going to say, but I have a carry-on bag too. You brought it. Set your backpack on the bag and roll them off together. Don't put it on the plane. That's a big no-no for me. Anything else for you on the standing in the aisle or whatever?
If the flight attendant says there are people with a tight connection, please let them get off first. Then for heaven's sakes, let them get off first.
Yeah.
There's no reason for everybody to stand up and rush off the plane when the 3 people in the back have to make a tight connection. Let those people go. Just, you can stand up in the aisle, but let them get past you. There's no rush. There's no rush. You're already there.
Again, you're there. We're going to, and unless you have that connection, like Deanna said, you're going to get off the plane. It's going to be okay. All right. So don't get frustrated. Keep your wits about you, and your flight attendant will love you.
Yes.
And by the way, thanks to all the flight attendants that we know. We have some great friends here in Houston that are flight attendants and fly with United all the time, and they are the ones that kind of help to inform us on all of this information. So Jennifer, thank you. Tammy, thank you. We appreciate you and what you do every day, helping people kind of get from point A to point B, and especially when it's vacation time.
Sure.
So, all right, that's going to wrap it up for us tonight. Next week, we're going to talk cruises. I promise. We've had grandchildren. I think I told you this, but new grandchild arrived, and our cruise experts have been traveling a little bit on their own and being Memaw and Pepaw. So they're going to be on with us next week. We'll talk about that. And we have some fun shows lined up for April, too. So get ready for it. In the meantime, we're going to go lay out behind the pool here. Yep, that chair right there, that one's mine. Has my Kindle over there somewhere. So we're going to go hang out by the pool. Hope you have a great night. And thanks for joining us on Let's Talk Travel with George and Deanna.